Have you ever felt like the future is a done deal? That it's all unfolding according to some grand plan? Well, you might be right, but not in the way you think. In this ever-evolving world of technology, we're constantly fed a narrative of a utopian future. A future where innovation and progress are the ultimate goals, bringing us sleek gadgets and AI-powered solutions to all of life's problems. It's exciting, right? But if we peel back the shiny surface, a much more complex reality starts to emerge. We're told to eagerly anticipate this future, to see it as the amazing result of human ingenuity. But what if the future isn't as open-ended as we believe? What if the path has already been paved? We live in an age of incredible technological speed. Every single day, it seems like a new breakthrough is announced, promising to completely revolutionize our lives. But have you ever stopped to ask who's really in the driver's seat of all this progress? Tech giants are often praised as the visionaries of our time, the architects of tomorrow. They have an insatiable appetite for our data and a relentless drive for innovation. But behind this seemingly benevolent facade, a more unsettling truth might be hiding. The choices we think we're making today, or rather the choices that are presented to us, are actively shaping the future in ways we're only just beginning to grasp. Think about it. The algorithms that curate our social media feeds, the AI systems that will soon drive our cars, the biometric data that monitors our health, it's all part of a massive, intricate web of technology that is fundamentally transforming our world. But the most important question is, who is controlling this web? The story we're often told about technology is that it's a great equalizer, a democratizing force that empowers individuals and strengthens communities. The reality, however, is far more nuanced. What we're actually seeing is a massive concentration of power into the hands of a few tech giants. This has created a new kind of oligarchy, one that's shaping the future to primarily serve its own interests. The collection and analysis of our personal data has become an incredibly lucrative business. Every click, every like, every online behavior is monitored and analyzed to create detailed profiles of who we are, what we like, and what we want. This information is then masterfully used to influence our purchasing decisions, mold our opinions, and even predict our future actions. But the implications of this go far beyond targeted advertising. The very same technologies used to manipulate our consumer behavior are also being used to shape our societies on a grand scale. The algorithms powering our social media feeds are notorious for creating echo chambers. They amplify our existing biases, reinforcing our worldviews until we can barely see outside of them. The AI systems being designed for our self-driving cars are optimized for efficiency and convenience, but at what cost? What about the impact on our environment, our public spaces, our sense of community? These are questions we're not being encouraged to ask. So, who is really shaping tomorrow? Is it a collective effort, or is the blueprint already drawn? The future is often painted as this blank canvas, just waiting for the vibrant brushstrokes of human creativity and choice. But what if it's not a blank canvas at all? What if the future is already decided? What if the choices we make every day, the options laid out before us, are just a clever illusion? A distraction from the real high-stakes decisions being made behind closed doors, in boardrooms and government offices. The truth is, the future is being forged by a complex interplay of powerful forces, technological advancements, yes, but also immense economic interests and shifting social dynamics. So, who are the real architects of this future? Are they the tech visionaries promising a utopian tomorrow? Or are they governments with their own interests in surveillance and control? Maybe it's a combination of both, working in tandem in ways we don't fully see. When we look at the narrative of technological progress, it's usually presented as a neutral, even universally positive force. But a more critical look reveals a much more complicated picture. The future isn't just happening to us. It's being actively constructed by a web of interests and power dynamics that often remain invisible. As we continue to race forward, it is absolutely essential that we pause, take a step back, and really assess the long-term implications of the choices we're making and the choices being made for us. We need to start questioning the mainstream narrative of endless technological progress. We need to challenge the underlying assumptions that it's all inherently good. It's time to think critically about the kind of future we're building and, more importantly, who is holding the tools. So, the future is already decided, but not in the mystical, predetermined sense. It's not some wonderful, problem-free utopia where technology has magically solved everything. Instead, it's a complex and messy reality, being shaped every day by this tangled web of interests and power. As we move forward, it is vital that we take a critical look at the path we're on. We can't let ourselves be seduced by the glossy promises of a perfect future handed to us on a silver platter. Instead, let's think critically and intentionally about the world we actually want to create. Let's have a real conversation about the role technology should play in it. Because the future isn't something that just unfolds before our eyes. It is something we still have the power to shape, but only if we wake up and recognize who's trying to shape it for us. Thanks for watching. If this got you thinking, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Let's start a bigger conversation in the comments below. What do you think? Who is really building our future? See you in the next one.